What is the scariest example of medical negligence you've seen? I was 6 months pregnant with a very healthy pregnancy. I went to get out of the car, which was not difficult at 6 months along. I swung my legs out and my feet touched the ground. Then all of a sudden I was hysterically crying, snot pouring out of my nose, screaming in pain. Pain level 9 out of 10. My husband got me to the emergency room where I kept yelling at everyone that had hurt above my uterus and it wasn't pregnancy related. Up to the maternity ward they take me, despite my insistence that it wasn't pregnancy related. I lay flat on my back and pain eased up to tolerable. Pain level 5. Red flag. A 6-month pregnant woman won't want a lifeline on her back. The baby was fine, just as I knew he would be. Not pregnancy related. As I said, this same scenario happened 8 times over the next month and a half and no one would listen that it was not pregnancy related. Finally, on that 8th time, I was admitted because now I'm seen as a pain med seeker and they wanted to do an early delivery because I'm now an unfit mother. Keep in mind that I have declined pain meds every single time they were offered. I wouldn't be able to describe my symptoms if they covered them up with pain meds. A new sonographer comes into my hospital room to do a long ultrasound to make sure the baby is making breathing motions so they could deliver early via C-section. This is my 3rd kid and I've only delivered naturally before. Before the sonographer came in, I could hear the nurses telling her how I was just after pain meds and they were going to have a social worker take the baby as soon as it was born. So at this point, I'm horrified. My mom, husband, and 13-year-old daughter had just stepped out to get something to eat, so I was alone when I overheard the evil nurses. The sonographer gets set up with her machine and looks at me in the most loving and caring way and asks about my pain. I tell her everything because I'm distraught, angry, and confused. I need to let it all out. I tell her no one has even examined the area in pain and it's been over a month. She asked if she can try to see something with the ultrasound. Yes, please, I said. She puts the wand above my uterus, squints at the screen, and says, "What is that?" Then she says, "Wait a second." So I did, and she completely freaked out, ran out to the nurse's station and proceeded to yell very loudly at all the nurses about negligence and how could they do this to another human being? It turned out that an internal incision from having my gallbladder removed had ripped open and my intestines were bulging. I finally got to see a general surgeon and get some answers. He left my room door open so I could hear him chew out the nursing staff and my midwife. It was glorious. I delivered at 40 weeks with a very, very easy labor and delivery. The baby was perfectly healthy. The surgeon repaired the hernia, and life is good again.